Some footage in this video is from Internet Archives. The links will be found down below.
All right, here we go. Everybody get back! Mine! Mine! I'll control them all!
You're being transported to another plane, billions of blinks from Earth. This euphoric feeling is EvanExplains, and this Evan will be your guide to another story. Enter the door and hear the tale of Dr. Edward Richthofen's grand scheme, the explosive finale of Moon, who solved the Easter egg of World's First, and, above all, a grand lie. Open the door and take the first steps.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.
The world wasn't ready for what Treyarch was cooking. August 23rd, 2011, the day that shall go down in infamy. Treyarch was building to a grand finale of Black Ops, but for Zombies fans, this time will never be forgotten. In the DLC pack Rezurrection, Treyarch laid out their master plan. Instead of pushing for more PvP maps, why not end off the final DLC of Black Ops with a bang? Bring back every single map from Zombies that has ever existed, and along with them, introduce the Black Ops weapons and some new additions to the old. These would include updates to wonder weapons and the addition of Moon's new perk, Mule Kick, giving an extra weapon slot as the perk. The only portion missing for these maps was the iconic sound design and horror that World at War presented. This plan, just like all memorable plans, didn't go according to its originality. In the archive documents, Treyarch originally had plans to make Zombies in Paris a reality. Teased all the way back in Derice, you can see a picture of Paris and the other maps that would be created in Black Ops. This was revealed by ex-Zombies producer Reza El Ghazi during the Zombies XP panel in 2011. Furthermore, the console codename for Moon would be Zombie_Paris. In an interview with Jason Blundell, Johnny J25 got the answers Zombies fans always wanted about the Moon.
The coast map got turned into Call of the Dead,
Okay.
and then the Paris map got turned into Moon.
I've heard about that. I guess the Moon in the early stages was Paris, and then it got reworked into being on the Moon.
Jimmy Zielinski would be the head director on Moon, so I only want to foreshadow Blundell's impact here. Hearing Zielinski speak about Moon, you already knew that Zombies fans were in for a special map.
Back when we started, we wanted to make sure that we were always escalating from there, that everything got a fresh look and a fresh way to play at every map that we came out with. I realized if we're gonna shoot people up into the air with water, we're gonna need something bigger than that. And what's bigger than that but floating? So we kind of started working on the idea of going to the moon.
Moon wasn't afraid to step up the stakes from the get-go. The Ultimus cast began with an infinite round of zombies and dogs at Area 51. Each minute that passed in Groom Lake beckoned for the tactical nuke sound. But that's not just a sound. It's also a warning to leave, as the zombies and dogs gain strength per... There was an amazing amount of risk reward there too, as you could stay to Pack-a-Punch Mustang and Sally's early, and get one of the 2 perks early as well. Now the perk machine down here flipped between Speed Cola and Juggernog randomly per map start, but it was always nice that you didn't need the power flicked on for these either, meaning you could realistically get a Pack-a-Punch weapon and Jug before even going to the moon. Another very amazing detail on Moon was that if you played as Richthofens, and only if you had done the previous 2 Easter egg steps, you started with the golden rod infused with the focusing stone in your inventory. After your one friend kept dying trying to Pack-a-Punch their Mustang and Sally, everyone hopped on the teleporter and warped to the moon. Welcome to Griffin Station, the home of biodomes, laboratories, and a pyramid. A pyramid on the moon? Something Destiny 2 would shamelessly steal years later.
All right, I get it!
Moon was one of the most beloved maps in COD history, with new features in almost every facet of the journey. First of all,
We're on the moon.
so there was low gravity everywhere. You didn't have oxygen in the room. This also meant putting on a helmet, because without it in space, you were gonna die. That, or if you heard this sound.
Warning. Excavator Epsilon will cause decompression of biodome.
These were the excavators, and it's amazing how much detail they really had. They were on a timer before they would breach portions of the moon, and Treyarch designed them to truly move towards these places. They could have just popped in, but it was incredibly detailed. I always loved the Black Ops 1 version of being out in space, as there were no sounds, and it was eerily quiet. Even if the Black Ops 3 version added better overall changes. A lot of the Black Ops 3 changes are references to another map we will talk about one day, but majority of the additions were a lot of songs. There's many random music Easter eggs from interacting with terminals and interacting with objects in tunnels. And I wish I could play all of them, but you know how Activision is. If you were trying to jam out, but ran through a tunnel that was nearing losing oxygen from the excavators, you were gonna need a helmet too. Now, you might not want the excavators to breach everything on the moon. So to stop them, you would need a hacker. The hacker device might be the single greatest addition to the map, with interactions on just about everything on the map. Want to give your friends some points? Just hack them. Want to re-roll the box and keep your points? Even share a weapon with a friend? Just hack it. Want to open a door? Hack. The hacker can be used for even the weirdest of interactions, like hacking wall buys to flip them upside down, hacking power-ups to turn them into max ammo, except by hacking max ammo, it turns it into a fire sale. And my favorite of all interactions, hacking a Pack-a-Punch to raise the gates around the machine to buy yourself some time to pack. You can even hack faster if you have Speed Cola. Now, the only downside of hacker is that you lose your spacesuit, and only one player can have it. The other new feature to Moon is... What? I was just getting to you. You didn't need to grab me like that. The special zombie to Moon is the astronaut zombie. And until I began the journey of this story, I didn't know how much detail this zombie really had, to the point where there's an entire wiki page on it. Want to hate that one guy on your friends list more? Well, just know his name is probably going to be the name above the astronaut zombie. And if you're offline, the astronaut zombie is named after the Treyarch devs. If this zombie grabbed and headbutted you, it took a perk from you at random, it rearranged your perks, and it teleported you to a new spot, one hit away from death. If you did kill this zombie, you would change the order the excavators activated. And oh boy, I wish I knew about this for very important reasons. The best places to keep away from this zombie was in the biodome, which introduced landing pads and launchers. These were a giant pain if you didn't have PhD Flopper, as landing perfectly was incredibly hard, but if you timed everything right and were lucky, you could grab a power-up floating around. It's just so random. Speaking of random, everything else on the moon made sense to be there. You have a lab, a research room, a biodome, and excavators that I don't know why they designed them this way to just slam into the tunnels, but you could hack them to be course corrected. Everything else made sense, but you'll notice that there's not a consistent power source outside of this pyramid. Hey, do you feel a bit sleepy? I could use a nap right about now. A sickness known as jealousy. Not a virus, not a microbe, but a sickness nonetheless. This is a sickness that spread through the words of 4, but into the ears and eyes of millions. What happens when a lie spreads so far that the entire internet is encapsulated? What happens when a grand scheme goes so wrong it ends in an explosive finale? This is the story of when liars get away with their lies. And this is the conclusion of the moon. Sorry about that. Everything became fuzzy. On August 23rd of 2011, NGT Zombies was the first to post a video on the very first step to figure out this pyramid. Over by the moon's entrance sat 4 computers constantly playing sounds. This was Samantha Says, and the goal was to follow the order of the colors and interact with the monitors. So Spiderbite followed the order.
It's red, the last one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you did something.
Green? Okay. It seemed to have worked. Whatever it was.
I got an idea up here.
It just flashed green a few times to say it was done. So, hold on. I'm gonna save that. Yep.
Ow! My ankle!
Now for the next step, it was found in the laboratories, more specifically with the hacker. See these little buttons that look perfect for hacking, with mathematical symbols and other random ones? What do you know? Amadaru, a part of the world's first Call of the Dead Easter egg, was the first one to find this step, on the same day that Spiderbite and NGT solved Samantha Says. He was pretty proud of putting this one together too. This is where the day would take a turn. See, there's something so fishy about the rest of these Easter egg steps. The next one was incredibly frustrating if you were like me and didn't know that killing the astronaut zombie changed the order of the excavators. You had to wait until...
Warning, excavator pi will cause decompression of tunnel 6.
Only after the hack step was done, allowing the breach to happen would put a relic right into tunnel 6. But I want you to listen to just how this was solved.
Alright, hold up. I'm recording a video. Whoa. Alright, so guys, we just restarted, did escalator 6. We restarted, did escalator 6, and now this ball is bouncing around down here. It comes in the M16 after you excavate 6. We hacked it, we stopped it, now the ball is bouncing around.
It moves with the force of my wombat.
That video was right.
Nick, That Gaming Show, the same channel to claim world's first on Shangri-La, then following up saying that he wasn't first and only wanted to beat out NGT and that people don't really know icons, so he wanted to claim world's first, was now claiming to be the first to step 3. The only thing that's a little off in this video is just the assumption regarding excavation of Tunnel 6. It's like Nick knew that Tunnel 6 was important for the step, and knew about the Vril sphere as he started recording afterwards. Call of Duty didn't exactly have established races, neither stakes of a belt for World's First the way that Destiny has. But getting to claim World's First to millions of potential viewers would come with viewership over time, and more potential money from people watching the videos. With information ahead of time, somehow, or some way, this would make it, at the very least, a lot less exciting, right? For now, let's assume Nick had a friend checking updates from a forum. Regardless of the legitimacy, Nick and his team were going to be the first to the punch on every step from here on out. For the next part, they would need to shoot the wave gun, a brand new wonder weapon to the moon. The wave gun was unique as it was a mini Wonderwaff, and it was also a dual wield, shocking zombies alike. This weapon could also be turned into a microwave gun, and one that only Pyrocynical could truly love, inflating zombies until they pop. The microwave/zap cannons made this weapon an insanely special one. Pack-a-punching this turned it into the max wave gun, but just like a lot of wonder weapons, Pack-a-punch was more of an ammo buff than a damage one. It was best used to clear a mob of zombies. The next step of Black Ops 1's Easter egg was bittersweet. After the Vril sphere got stuck on top of the satellite dish, and Nick and his team shot the wave gun at it, somehow, the sphere knew exactly where it wanted to end up.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot it.
I have not had this much fun since yesterday.
Yep. Where's it going?
It fell.
My shin!
Right there.
No further.
Where's it at?
Now. Sorry.
Right there.
I will have my revenge. I think the egg is stuck here.
It's in
Let's
here,
have
guys.
a drink.
Oh, there it is.
I moved the egg like the wind. And I
it
do
at?
not wish to break
there.
either.
Right here.
Where did it go?
It moves
There
with
it
the
goes.
force of my wombat.
I don't even see. Oh, there it is.
Don't lose it this time.
Why don't we have
There it goes.
Well, you can't move this thing any farther till that little door is open.
It's gonna make its way down here into the thing,
We're
watch.
jumping through, or is it just me?
Ready to go pyramid.
Yep, it's gonna go right into the pyramid.
Oh no! The egg is in the hole! Oh wait! That is good thing, right?
Oh look.
There's the tubes.
The reason this step would become bittersweet is that a lot of Call of Duty Easter eggs would follow in its footsteps. This one, soul collecting. Soul collecting was a brand new Easter egg addition with Moon, and it should be viewed as a revolutionary feature for its time. The front two sides of the pyramid had canisters, and each zombie Nick and his team would kill filled these canisters up high. Then, Nick flipped the switch, and this happened.
Hello, Samantha, you little brat. Your time is coming. Soon. So soon!
This was amazing. To think, Samantha, an idea from a forum post of people thinking zombies said Sam had become so infamous amongst the community that Treyarch put her in the game as a character was already really cool. Now she had a model, and Treyarch wanted to make this moment special. It's probably why the Samantha drawing in the loading screen was removed before Moon's release. To make this moment hit even harder, this was only the beginning of the Easter egg.
Alright, so we go to Area 51 and we look on our right. Yeah, that's them. Alright, you gotta throw Gersh device over at them. Alright, someone protect them. Someone watch the plates. Yep, they're going up. They're going up, guys. Look, here they come.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Behind us, behind us.
Now they're on the pad. They're on the pad. Get on, get on. Everyone on the pad. Well, we can come back if we need to right now. Okay, look, here are the plates right here.
Nick was yet again first to post this video on August 23rd of 2011. And again, it's like Nick had a little birdie on his shoulder. For these next steps, you needed to create a computer for Richthofens to enact his plan. I can only imagine what Dempsey, Takeo, and Nikolai were thinking at that moment. They either had to be compliant in the grand scheme, or they were some really dumb friends to follow the doctor after Richthofens released a little girl from a pyramid who was powering a whole entire station on the moon. Regardless, this next step required 3 different grenades. First, just your basic frag at Groom Lake or Area 51 to break out the Gersh panels. Grenade 2, Gersh devices from Ascension, returning to throw at the panels and teleport the panels onto the main teleporter. The third nade, a brand new one, QEDs. The effects of this grenade were completely random, except in an instance where it was used against the astronaut zombie, then it would just do nothing. If a QED went off near normal zombies, it would always create an explosion capable of killing the zombies. There were so many interactions with this grenade that I'll just scroll through a wiki on how much there was. But my favorites included throwing a QED at the excavator deactivated it in random circumstances. You could also throw one with a chance to down a teammate or revive them. It had a chance to convert the weapons the players held into pack-a-punch weapons or a pack-a-punch weapon into a normal one. And you could throw it into a perk machine and give everyone a perk. You could even get the ray gun as a drop or a turret that would hurt you. There were so many cool additions to the moon that would potentially even foreshadow what was to come in Black Ops 2, since decision making, good endings, and bad endings was a big plot point for that game. For this step, all Nick and his team had to do was throw a QED at the plates and poof, they were on a computer. Now, they needed the power cord to activate the next step. This power cord was in different spots around the lab, and the only reason I make it a point to talk about this step is that in Black Ops 1, it could get stuck in a wall if your teammate went down holding it, making you have to restart the entire map. I'm gonna pretend this didn't happen to me when I was younger. Thank you, Kevin. Once the plug and plates were in place, you needed the Vril device with the focusing stone for what happened next.
Access granted. Greetings, Edward. Would you like to play a game?
What is it with gross obsession, this American women? All they do is play games! No matter. Time to charge up the Casimir mechanism. Carry the 1.
Access granted. Switching relay to Sector 115.
Access denied, Richthofens.
What is happening? Scanning for hacksaws.
You fool! I should never have trusted you.
Maxis, how on earth did you get into the machine? No matter.
I know what you are up to, and I will not allow you to succeed.
You should never have kept the DG2 from production. You should never have tried to steal the plans for the MTD.
Stop the madness, Edward. We were supposed to help the human condition, not destroy it.
Indeed. And now you are dead. And your little girl is going to be next. She is the source of madness, not I.
She is just a little girl, Edward. She doesn't even know what she's doing.
And delete. Goodbye, Dr. Maxis.
Security override active.
Okay, so Nick's team just knew they had to look for a lead pipe and then hack the computer. Richthofens had acquired the Vril device infused with the focusing stone, and it was on August 23rd of 2011 that this was powered for his grand scheme. Nick and his team would find that the pyramid was now waiting for them to fill in the souls once more. And it went something like this.
Daddy, make him stop!
controls it fully! Make it destroy your mind!
But not before we continue the game.
For swapping souls with Samantha, Richthofens got every single perma perk unlocked, and the gamer picture of Samantha in the same art style the Ultimus cast had for the previous Easter eggs. Swapping souls with Samantha now gave Edward Richthofens the full control over the zombies, and this moment was incredible. Not only was every single voice line of Samantha changed to fit Richthofens' voice, but so were the jingles, like Fire Sale.
Do you guys hear that? I'm at the box. Some weird song's playing.
Richthofens' control also meant the zombies now had blue eyes instead of orange. And with Richthofens in control of Samantha's power and body, Samantha was now in his body, meaning she had some voice lines too. Such greed and jealousy from Richthofens to want to seek that much power for control over the zombies. He had to be stopped. At least to Dr. Maxis, this was the case. Dr. Maxis, the other mad scientist a part of Group 935, the father of Samantha, who we had first heard in Doris, finally got his time to shine on the moon. The scientist that parallels Richthofens in every way was not exactly a good guy either, but he did offer you a way to put an end to Edward's plan.
Greetings. If you are receiving this message, it means that Rochtofen has entered the device. If you free me, I will help you minimize the damage that he will inevitably cause.
The first part of Maxis's plan was to grab QEDs and throw it at the Vril sphere to get it off of the pyramid. The next was to throw a Gersh device right next to the Samantha Says at the sphere to teleport it to a rocket that was conveniently placed near this base. For the final step, it was a much more complex version of Samantha Says that I'm sure everyone who has ever done this would agree got pretty difficult. But for a finale as insane as this one, you might just want to go back to 2011 and have a listen.
I have finished the calculations. Launch protocol initiated. Launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seconds to impact.
What?
Oh my god.
Whoa!
Yes!
That's it? Seriously? All that work and all we did was blow up the Earth? What the fuck?
This video from Nick has over 1 million views, and I have concluded that this was not done legitimately. See, there were no races for a world's first Easter egg, but there was and always will be integrity of telling the truth. I dug and dug and dug until someone named About 6 Penguins pointed me in the direction of a video posted the same day as Moon's release by someone named Hyundai7. In this video is a word-for-word text guide of how to complete Moon. And going off of a comment by Bambeo, quote, "Some people made careers off of this video." I looked into the Hyundai account and couldn't conclude who this was. Part of me thinks it was a playtester for Moon who leaked the steps early, or someone who somehow data mined the map. But this is the video that Nick is constantly quoting and following along to get world's first. In his 10-year anniversary video, you can even hear him clearly say this.
And I love Vosti, like, shut the fuck up. Whoa, what did I just say? What did I just say? Hold on.
I like how you said that video was right.
Video was right. What? What? No comment. No comment.
This combined with the speed of the Easter eggs completion and the preemptive knowledge of what the video was saying, yeah, I knew it was suspicious. Back in those days, there were no ultimate rewards, just the satisfaction of saying you were first to the punch. Maybe with a YouTube video to get views, clout, maybe some ad money, but that's the final bittersweet part of Moon. The race wasn't really a race at all. I don't want to take away from the sheer amazing moment the Big Bang Theory Easter egg held. And I wouldn't even blame Nick if the leaks were out showing all of the steps, because at that point, it was a free-for-all. But to pretend, to shush your friends, to try to cover that you were looking at a cheat sheet is just a bad faith lie. It would be one thing to acknowledge that the information was already out. Hell, it'd be another to just have fun with the whole scenario. But you lied and you tried to cover it. Just embrace it, Nick. You got caught in the lie of first on Shang, and now this. Tisk tisk. Nick even commented on my latest video on Shangri-La, confirming that he was watching the video, yet he still claims world's first for what it's worth. He also says that he never claimed first on Shang, but I think he's referring to the follow-up video where he clarifies that he got second. I don't really know what to say there. Liam Winter jokingly even commented on the post too. With that lie out of the way, I want to talk about the truth of the map Moon after the Big Bang Theory achievement. Everything came together in Black Ops, and especially in this Easter egg. You had the rockets and Gersh devices from Ascension, the Vril device from the Call of the Dead, the focusing stone from Shang, Richthofen, Maxis, Gersh, Vril, Samantha, the Ultimus crew, and even foreshadowing of Black Ops 2, all in the same map to end Black Ops and set up the sequel. That's the thing, right? When you achieve the Big Bang Theory and the gamer picture of the teddy bear with the knife for doing the finale, you also set the stakes to return to Earth. If you took the teleporter, the Earth looked wrecked. Even more so in the Black Ops 3 version with constant nukes going off country to country. We don't talk too much about the Black Ops 1 Earth because if you stand in some of the spots, you can see Earth from Earth. This Easter egg, this single moment in time, would impact all of future Black Ops 2 maps and how its world would be shaped with the map Transit featuring the next crew named Victus. There is all sorts of impact this moment would have on the series, but this is to say Black Ops went out with a dramatic, earth-shattering bang. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. A lie can turn a man from an explorer into a conqueror. A lie can trick millions on the internet. Where will Evan go next? Will it be another story of zombies? Will it be a story of science fiction? Will it be a story of Souls-likes? There's so many options. You are trapped here indefinitely after all. Welcome back to another Evan Explains video. We'll be seeing you next time.
Editors, put that in at the end.